Buenas, Soledad. Estamos en el capítulo número 44 de ReFantazio. Vámonos. Toma, pedazo estatua para quemar.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are barely well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Ah, speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all better, and we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all earned a little fun.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh?
Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar. And he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. And it's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor anyway.
Vale, un segundo. Vale.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabri ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats!
And those are?
The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, 'tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
please. It's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
Sounds. I feel quite.
Right, right.
Vaya, es hierba.
What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing.
Sí, es hierba. Es la marihuana de fantasía.
What is this fruit?
You see, in long times ago, people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
Ha! Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state. Glad I passed.
Ay.
Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. We don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
¿A quién invito?
Have you decided on someone?
Elfa o Juna, a ver. Vamos con Juna. ¿Somos hermanos?
Gosh.
Yep.
¿Lo rezas? Un segundo, mis ojos. My eyes, my eyeballs. Oh, qué bien. Vale, ahora va a leer, a ver.
Got it? And... well...
Gracias.
Bye.
Abanico de moda. Hostia, para el bailarín enmascarado. Vamos a ver qué son las características estas de este arma tan legendario. ¿Quieres saber?
You hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what... Del. What do we believe in, really? Are we absolutely positive that...
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of Parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us.
I know, Del, but... He makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end... I heard him talk about his ideal world, and... It sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No saint relative...
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know, I really like Lady Juna's songs. And I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You've got arm around your heart, Del, and her music pit. I don't want to kill Lady Juna.
So?
Podría hablar con todos. 8. Te la meto por el show. Y otro 8. Vale, necesito... Hostia, casi el 5 valor. Imaginación. Vale, voy a dormir. A descansar.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hold on.
Okay then.
Porque he dicho de que si tengo algo que comprar en el mostrador. Ay, si tengo algo que comprar. No tengo que comprar nada, ¿no? Aquí no hay armaduras ni nada. Ni armas. No. Vamos a la costa. Vamos a la costa. No sé por qué me ha salido así.
Let's go.
Nos vamos. Ay, me he olvidado de ver el
Looks like the sea's
abanico.
settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altaberry region too. I'd say we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? But where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan. As soon as we get to Altaberry, we give Luis the fake lance Nuris made up for us.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this. What? He doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out. Oh, what do you think? A dead ringer, eh?
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altaberry, we'll pass off the fake to Luis. Then, we execute our plan.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. Think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need...
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted. Anchors away, what?
Aye, aye, me hearties! What's wrong then? Is that not the custom?
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
'Tis a strange melancholy, leaving the people we have.
We'll be back. With some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes, certainly.
This is
Hostia.
Altaberry Heights. We'll make faster progress back on land.
Nieve, ¿eh? Y aquí hay otra ciudad.
Let's see.
Bueno, vamos, ¿no?
Ah,
Oh, oh. Ha-ha! Tally-ho then!
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Indeed.
All right then.
Imaginación. Imaginación ahí. Vale, sabiduría. Voy a subir sabiduría. Sabiduría, sabiduría.
All right. You see? What should we do?
Netherkeros.
That means
Tis true.
All right.
Buah, ha subido poquísimo.
well then.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp, just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims. Only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
Indeed.
Imaginación, imaginación. Imaginación, todo es imaginación, en serio. Joder, ¿no?
All right then.
Imaginación también, joder. Pues subamos imaginación con Eufar.
Pardon me, but Whew.
Lo mismo digo.
I do believe.
All right.
¡Hostia!
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
A esos botones que saltan.
It would seem that.
Vale, valor bien. Vale, vamos a ver el arma que nos han dado. Abanico de moda. Si bailas con él en la mano, te sitúas en la vanguardia de las últimas tendencias. Recupera algo de PM cada turno, hostia. Abanico de lanzallamas. Con los ataques de fuego. Recupera algo de PS cada turno. Mola. Mira, tengo 6 millones y 6 millones. Mola. Vamos a guardar.
Hey. Now then.
Nada más necesito valor al 5.
Now then.
Toma.
Courage. Why, that's...
No hay ningún logro de poner 1 al 5.
Come look at this.
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colorodeo Cliff, a bluff so tremendous it fills its massive fissure said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation. None
O
can
de un
say.
meteorito.
Whoa.
Me dan ganas de saltar.
On guard!
What?
Speaking of... Listen!
Ya te digo.
Yes. All right.
As for me, bombs away!
The Gauntlet Runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only the Gauntlet Runner can provide.
Noche. Todo es imaginación.
Oh my.
Parece que estás como en casa.
Got it.
But
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
tis nearly time.
Got it?
All right, then.
Got a sec?
Vale, valor no lo necesito. Ya tengo mucho. Me puedo estudiar imaginación ahí. Con el...
Actually, I'm very happy. May I?
All right.
Uy, casi, ¿eh?
Farewell.
Nura speaking.
Before Altabury's mountains, the Gauntlet Runner sets upon the murky graveyard. The colossal bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Just look at it.
Hey,
Yeah.
¿Estás asustado?
Well,
Well then.
That's my fault.
Vale, un segundo.
Altabury Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Uchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
Noche con nieve.
The seat of Sanctism, Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus Scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
We're here at last.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
I am called Euphazia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done. At last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Fortin. Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raise their village to the ground. The Caradrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple task.
What?
Why are you surprised? At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber later. Thank you for your hard work in spite of your wound. Take care of yourselves. Now we need only to wait until tomorrow for the Saints' Day Festival.
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
The first day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Main festivities start on the second day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
This is where Fortin dies. He and Sanctism itself. At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Ay, mis gafas, necesito limpiarlas.
Lord Louise, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
Un segundo, no sé cómo que se han ensuciado aquí esta parte de las gafas. Bueno, y aquí estoy limpio toda la parte de las gafas. Disculpad, pero es que no puedo cuando me molesta algo. Es horriblemente molesto. Fantástico. A ver, que solo tengo 0,5 de ver de lejos. De lejos veo un poquitín borroso. Y además son anti-ordenador también. Anti-ordenadores. Anti-pantallas. Bueno, yo he contado mi historia, sigamos con el juego.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
Well, I'm off to check out the Opera House. Want to make sure everything's shipshape for my soul. The rest is up to you.
You have all performed admirably. You exceeded my every Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully.
Understood.
For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
It seems the land's passed muster. Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
Yufa?
He would have destroyed my home. I was sure that deep down, all people are inherent. You made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand, and we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out.
Quedemos en el surcador, campemos aquí mismo.
Here's as good as any spot to make camp.
Why? That's worse than staying in the runner.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
In times before the church, it said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house. Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
Let's go.
Speaking of... Certainly.
Well met, eh? Hey!
This is the best.
Oi! What in the blazes? Stop!
All right then.
¿Esto qué es? Reclutamiento.
Ajá.
Yes, hello.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Oh there.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
Say there.
All right then.
Vale, entonces es una línea recta.
All right then.
Vale, armas y armaduras, fantástico.
Right. You. Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition. Can't be.
Get yourself a good deal here.
Es 86. Mejora el daño contra plantas.
Yeah.
Mejora el daño contra no muertos.
That's fine.
Hostia.
How nice.
How about it?
Ah, hello.
Hostia, más 61. 73. Solo hay una. Pensaba comprarme no sé cuántas.
Understood.
4. Una.
Indeed.
Good. What do you think?
Yeah.
¿Qué había más por aquí?
All right then.
Brebajes.
Greetings.
%50% de los PS a un aliado. A uno solo.
Who'll take the crown now? You there!
Hang on, what if... Oh.
Thou, 'tis in thy hands now.
Yep.
Who'll take the crown now?
Seguimos.
Proper aces.
Oh my!
Sí, muy muchos elementos.
What do you want to do?
My sincerest thanks.
Vaya caca y estafa.
Do you need something?
All right then.
Incluso ahí aparece el fantasma de Mor. Míralo.
Now what am I to do?
Hey, me buscabas, ¿no?
You little...
Huh? Oh.
Oi! Welcome. Wait. A
band of youths with a knight and a huge... Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
One glance and you knew. Listen, we just...
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my...
You follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mastari who wears no mask?
I'm Euphazia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Etria.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
You would raise another tribe to the throne.
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just... You look so like the priestess before you, Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't...
Thank you. I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mastari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather... And... well... It's a sorry excuse for an...
Thank you. We're in your debt.
Look, they've got food and booze here too. And it's so much cooler, which means fewer bugs. Perfect.
It seems they have an imitation of the island spring here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing.
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Why?
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
So we seek to assassinate Luis. A difficult task. But you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
First, the when. Under normal circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense. Someone without combat ability. Or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage. And that isn't Luis. Worst case, he uses civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up. And things go sideways before we can get it done.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can...
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
Atacar con magia. Unirse a su guardia personal.
We join his personal guard ourselves?
I considered that, but it might be tricky. We can't guarantee he'd allow it, and...
The real lance is overflowing with magla. It would be a dangerous gamble to keep it on hand.
Atacar con magia.
Maybe if we use magic to attack him?
No, it's gotta be the lance, or the attack won't land.
But it's true that we'd be better served by an attack at long range.
We attack from a distance.
Exactly.
Joder, a la tercera.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right? It needs to be the lance.
Of course. So, what if we threw the lance? Yufa, as the priestess, you can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
According to Juna, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person. From above, we'll target Luis in the royal box seats.
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly. Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
Luis would be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for. Besides, with Yufa there, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance and such speed would require incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another opportunity.
Sí.
There is no other opportunity. Luis intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
But who's actually going to do the throw?
I'd rather leave it to you. With the royal magic protecting you, it's less likely that we'll fail this, even with interference. And besides, laugh, if you like. I know it sounds silly, but...
Indeed. Everyone here knows that firsthand.
I feel the same. If I can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
Will you do it, Captain?
De acuerdo.
All right. I'll do it.
Thanks. We owe you. On the day of, Juna will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I want you to lure Luis's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Luis is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles. Let's believe in the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
Vaya, espero que salga bien y nada salga mal.
Don't worry about it.
No, a dormir.
What now?
Estamos en el nivel 42. La peña seguramente está al 50 ya aquí. Pero como he dicho, tendría que ir a la otra de esto. Espera. Equipamiento. Ya tengo todo troll. Esto es espadachín. Dominio de las armas. Esquivar tajo y de esto furioso. Estos tres. Vamos a hacerle aprender mascarada.
A new ability.
Vamos a usar el chat engine para convertir este 22 en 99. Vale, 22 estaría arriba del todo. 22, aquí está. Fantabuloso. Me falta estudiar 2. Invocador. Edad farsante o mercader.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Really? New skills, new possibilities.
No. Francotirador. Hemos visto sus ataques. Saturde vale, miríade de disparos. Leve perforación a todos los enemigos. 2 o 3 veces. Cosecha. Destruir un enemigo y disparos demoledores. Hostia. Francotirador. Los disparos demoledores. Hostia, debido al físico.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Really? I found new power. New skills, new possibilities. Good. I'm still getting stronger. New skills, new possibilities.
Toma.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Toma, veme.
Good night.
Uy, espera, voy a terminar el episodio aquí. Hasta aquí este capítulo. Soy Seveda y nos vemos en el próximo directo de vídeo. Chao.